We give a hand up, a brand new start, with passion and compassion in our heart. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy. One brick, one smile, one school at a time. Build a school, leave a legacy.
Good morning. Welcome back to our live stream from the headquarters in San Diego. I'm Jimmy Tai with BuildASchool Foundation. And as usual, I would just want to say how much we appreciate you get up and join us if you in America. And for folks in Asia, we appreciate how late you stay to join our channel. Now, what we have for you today is so special. We have a few very young ladies from Idaho Falls. Now, for those of you that are not sure exactly where's Idaho Falls, they right underneath Montana. If you know the series Montana TV series, Yellowstone, so you know exactly where it's Montana. But with Idaho Falls, it's something very, very beautiful. I personally have not been there. I've seen a lot of great pictures, but the current temperature right now in Idaho Falls is 24°F, which is like -4°C. And they have snows over there. It's super cold. So we really, really appreciate the two young ladies that we have in front of us, and you will find out who are they and why you're here today. And also, you will learn more about the construction update from our co-host in Hanoi, Vietnam, and what's going on in the world of BuildASchool Foundation, and what will be the detail of our mission toward the end of April for 30 days that we're going to visit Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. But before we go anything, let's go out to Vietnam and say hi to our co-host. Hello, con.
Thanks, thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều. Xin được kính chào tất cả các quý khán thính giả của BuildASchool Foundation Official. Chúng ta đang cùng nhau có mặt trong buổi livestream trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay. Lại tiếp tục là một buổi tối thứ bảy thật là tuyệt vời khi chúng ta cùng nhau có mặt trên livestream này và cùng nhau chia sẻ những điều thú vị nhất, mới nhất của BuildASchool Foundation trong tuần vừa qua. Và trong buổi Zoom ngày hôm nay, trong buổi livestream này, chúng ta không chỉ có thầy Jimmy, có Thiên Lương mà còn có sự xuất hiện của hai cô gái rất là xinh đẹp. Yeah, và ngay lúc này thì Lương đang rất là được muốn biết rằng hai cô gái này là ai, đến từ đâu và lý do tại sao hai cô gái này lại xuất hiện trong buổi livestream trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay của chúng ta. Và ngay bây giờ thì con xin được mời nhường lại mic cho thầy Jimmy để chúng ta có thể bắt đầu buổi livestream ngày hôm nay. Trước đó thì hãy cùng nhau có 1 minute of mindfulness, 1 phút chánh niệm ạ. Yeah.
We always start our live stream with a minute of mindfulness. So all you have to do is listen to the bell and listen to the inner selves. Thank you, everybody, for that wonderful minute of mindfulness so we can come back from within and stay away from our phone, even though you might have to use your phone to watch the live stream right now. So without further ado, let's jump straight into why we have two young ladies from Idaho Falls. They're from Thunder Ridge High School, but the key here is that they are leaders in the National Honor Society. I think in short, they call Key Club, correct? I think I did not go high school in Vietnam. I came here when I'm 20 years old already, the refugee in Vietnam. I didn't go, but my wife went to high school, and I believe she mentioned to me she was the member of the National Honor Society before she graduated from high school and get into college. So these are the clubs that people can go and develop the leadership skill. But I'm not going to steal any thunder. Without further ado, let's introduce Emily Daines and Kylie Stark. Now they're not. I think they distant related to Claire Danes, a superstar movie star, and also Tony Stark in Iron Man. If you watch all of those Marvel series. So good morning, ladies. Thank you so much for getting up and join us today. Can you tell with our audience a little bit about yourself and who are you? What grade are you in? And what do you like to be when you grow up?
Yeah, of course. Good morning, everyone. My name is Emily Daines. I am 18. I'm a senior in high school, and I'm also our NHS President. And in the future, I wanted to pursue an education in medicine with a humanitarian focus.
I'm Kylie Stark. I'm 17. I'm also a senior at Thunder Ridge. I am our service coordinator in NHS, and I currently work at a local credit union, and I plan to pursue a career in the nursing field.
Wonderful. All right. That's so wonderful. For we have a president and then we also have the service coordinator to be with us. Now let's share with us a little bit why you and your club from high school pretty far away from San Diego here and also super far away, you about 10,000 miles away from Vietnam, decided to fundraise for BuildASchool Foundation.
So every year our NHS tries to do a global project. So one big project that we can try and impact someone around the world. And so when we were looking through our options, we came across BuildASchool Foundation, and we really loved how you guys donated 100% of the proceeds towards building this school. And so we felt like our efforts wouldn't be wasted, and that was a really good way to meet our goals that way, I guess. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I was going to say, just as students ourselves, we really value our education, and so being able to help a community that's not as fortunate as us get that education was really important as well.
Wow, it pretty touched me when I listen to young folks, you know, Gen Zs or Gen Alpha, whatever the alphabet soup that we catching on now. They have such a service attitude toward the less fortunate because you keep hearing about a lot of things in social media that Gen Z are very lazy. They don't really want to do anything, and all they want to do is just spend time on their phone. And you two are great examples of Gen Zs that really out there and serve the community. So I think those are really wonderful. Set up a goal for $5,000 to raise funds and help build a school or a library or an educational project in San Diego is a very daunting task. It's not very simple. So can you share with us, first of all, how do you think at the club you can achieve the goal of reaching the $5,000? You know, how much you raised so far, and during that process, what are the challenges that you have to overcome? Those things that you can think that is so important that you want to share with us and our audience, please.
Yeah. So I think so far out of our 5,000 goal, we've raised a little over 3,000. So we're more than halfway there, which is good. It definitely has been kind of challenging being most of us 16 to 18 years old and going through school, and then most of us have jobs. So it's kind of hard to find that balance. But I think a lot of the progress that we've made has come from our community projects. So one of our big projects that we did earlier in the year was we did a Halloween 5K. So we set up a little 5K run around one of our local parks, and then just sent out flyers to local communities and had them come and join, and then obviously promoted BuildASchool and kind of just told a little bit about our goal and the purpose behind this project.
Wonderful. Very good. Now, can you explain a little bit more about the idea of get community involved because you're too young to be able to raise all this money on your own? What exactly, how do you pull the community together?
Yeah, it definitely has been a big challenge because we're young, we don't have all those same connections, but I feel like a lot of it has been reaching out to local businesses and trying to ask for donations or ways that we can set up some sort of project at the business. So we've done like a lot of food nights, or if people go, then like the percentage of the proceeds gets donated to our project. But we've also just tried to reach out to the elementary schools and to reach the families at not only like our high school, but also the elementary schools and middle schools that feed into our high school to try and reach the families and get them involved.
That's a very, very smart that contact with your middle school that feed into your high school and also even the elementary school that feed into all the middle schools. So it seems like you already have a very thorough game plan to get the entire community involved instead of yourself. Can you name a few specific activity that you did? Because I know that we started it this way back in during like Halloween time frame in October. So we just want to tell people that, okay, not like you set out 5,000, you hit 5,000 right away. It's a process of getting a little bit here. And then I know that you work on the phone a lot, and we have quite a few pictures that we can show how all of you work in the phone. So can you share with our viewer a little bit about some of these key activities so people can say that, oh, okay, if I want to do this, I better be ready to work really, really hard. Not just like, oh, I set up the goal for 5,000 and then boom, it will happen.
Yeah, for sure. So like we mentioned before, we had the Halloween 5K, and that was a big success. And then we also had a basketball night. So our high school basketball team, when they had one of their big games, we set up a little booth outside of our gym, and um, in that gym, we had during halftime, we sent around a little flyer and played your BuildASchool promotional video. And then we went around with a little backpack to collect donations. And so that way, we informed everyone who was at that basketball game of our project and our purpose doing that. And that was also one of our big successes. And then in those videos or the pictures you're showing right now, we were doing a call-a-thon. So we got our whole NHS chapter together and made a list of our friends and families, and then just went down the line and made calls to each of them, telling them about our project,
Yeah,
um,
go ahead.
and seeing if they would like to donate to that cause.
Cool.
And
And
then
then we
right there
usually
is,
at the restaurant, right?
yes, yeah, that was our Culver's night. So this is where we went out and we partnered with some of our local food establishments
Yeah.
and had a night where they would split some of their proceeds to go towards this goal that we had. So that one was one of our big ones as well.
Wow. It so touched me when you mentioned about big one. I look at the check right here, 357. So there's a lot of these 357, 120, 200 from different time that you make phone calls, stuff like that. So everybody can see that, hey, if you plan to do this, you might want to plan for like 3, 4 months to be able to get this thing done because every time you hit, it's like 300, 200, things like that. And also tell us about this trip.
Yes, so this was our National Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C. So we took all of our National Honor Society and then all of our Student Council, and then we went up to Washington, D.C. for a few days and just listened to a bunch of conferences, and we had some keynote speakers. I think one of them was Laurie Hernandez. She was an Olympic gold medalist and silver medalist. So that was pretty cool to hear from her. And they just talked a lot about leadership and how we could impact our communities as student leaders.
Wow. How's the weather in Washington, D.C. compared to Idaho Falls?
A little bit warmer.
A little warmer. Well, you are welcome to be in San Diego anytime. Right now, San Diego like 50 degrees. I know it's really cold for us from Vietnam. I think Vietnam, Hanoi now, right now probably like 70, 80. Most likely will be in the 80s. During the day will be in the 90s. So we welcome you to come to San Diego. Or we hope that you can join us in one of our mission trip heading back to Vietnam because we would love to bring young talent to Vietnam and interact with other folks. Can you share with us one last question before I let you go? Because I know high school students are very, very busy on the weekend. What message do you want to share with your donors in Idaho Falls that been the community been helping you? What message do you want to share with other high school students or young soul, 16, 17, even 18, like you, if they really want to say, hey, I really looking for a purpose in my life. I really want to find something besides just hitting the book and go play game or be on the phone. What advice do you have for those young folks out there?
Yeah, I would say if they want to make a difference, just to look around. There are so many opportunities in your local community and global communities to make a difference. You just have to look for it really, and just remember, like, it is the small, simple steps that lead you to do something big and to really make that impact. You don't have to change the world just to change the world for one person.
Wonderful. Well said, Kylie. Emily, any last words from you?
Um, yeah, I think I love what Kylie said. But just to add on to that, I guess if you feel like you're not ready or you feel like you're not old enough or you don't know enough people or you're not well connected, or just that you're not ready to make a difference, that's okay. You don't have to feel ready because no one will ever feel ready. I know when we started when
Mhm.
we started this project, none of us, I think, felt ready or felt prepared enough to make a difference. Um, but over time we have raised money and over $3,000 at this point. So just those small steps is what'll get you to make a difference in the world.
Wow, well said. Every time I look at young folks like Emily, Kylie, and even Lương, I knew her 4 years ago when she was 16 when she came to me and said, I like to raise $1,000 for BuildASchool Foundation. And in Vietnam, $1,000 is huge because the minimum wage over there is only $1. So you can see that the money really go pretty far and the goal pretty big. And the year after she came to say, I really want to raise $5,000. In my mind, I just think that this is impossible. It's really hard for somebody 17 and gotta go around the street and selling things for 50 cents a dollar. But I have a good news for you. I know that you already raised $3,400. You're only $1,600 short from your $5,000 goal. So on behalf of BuildASchool Foundation headquarters, we have a support system that we will donate $500 to your balance, and we will make sure that out of the 1,600 you raise, you don't have to worry about that. Maybe make it 600, so even number. So you only need to raise another 1,000, and then we will meet that goal. My goal is I always want to support young folks to do this, and I tend to give 500 to 1,000 to the total budget that I like to raise from my personal funds. So this is something that we will help you ease the burden and help you get to your goal sooner. And we wish you nothing but the best in the rest of March to fundraise, because I know that your advisor already told me the girls, all the members really want to hit the goal 5,000 and they set the goal to meet it in early April. So I wish you all the best. And is there any major sponsor or supporter that you want to shout out and thank them for their support from your community?
ICCU definitely supported our 5K, but we also just shout out to all the restaurants that
Mhm.
let us kind of do a night there and have a part of that income.
All right. Next time when I get a chance to go visit Idaho Falls, what would be a favorite restaurant or favorite dish that you recommend?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, let's see. One of our sponsors we did was Culver's. They're pretty
That's
good.
right.
So if you
Right.
want to check out Culver's.
Or Chick-fil-A. We did
Or
another night at
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, and that one's pretty popular
Culver
too.
and Chick-fil-A. All right. Is there any Vietnamese restaurant in your town yet?
I don't think so. I don't think we have any.
Oh, have you had pho?
I haven't.
Okay, so definitely we need to go and try to bring the Vietnamese cuisine. We have
Yes,
very
bring
famous
some.
beef noodle pho. That's a very comfort food and that's a wonderful food. So we got to make sure we introduce that to you. I'm pretty sure that can be a nail salon, right? Because if there are nail salons in the city, then there will be a Vietnamese people present. I'm shocked to hear that there's no Vietnamese restaurant in Idaho Falls yet. All right. Is there anything else that you want to say to our fans before we say goodbye to you so you can get back to your busy Saturday morning?
Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've helped us with, and
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. And on behalf of BuildASchool Foundation and Project 195 in Mekong Delta, Vietnam, that where your funding directly went into and helped build a school renovation for almost 200 students there. We very, very appreciate all of your efforts, and we wish you all the best in your study, in your college application soon. And we cannot wait to welcome you to Vietnam one of these days. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you too.
All right. So with that, we are pretty much done with the piece that we interview our young donors, and I'm going to turn over to Lương so she can capture a little bit of the conversation we just had with two young ladies from Idaho Falls in Vietnamese. So for folks in Vietnam, you can follow before we go into the next part of our program, which is the construction update. Over to you, con.
Yeah, thank you thầy Jimmy với một phần phỏng vấn rất là tuyệt vời. Yeah. Thật sự là ngày hôm nay Lương cảm thấy rất là vui và hạnh phúc khi mà lắng nghe những lời chia sẻ của hai bạn. Cũng là hai bạn nhỏ thôi, hai bạn đang học cấp 3, yeah, nhưng mà đã thực hiện được dự án gây được 5.000 đô để hỗ trợ cho một dự án tại Việt Nam, mà một dự án cách xa, rất xa nơi mà bạn ấy đang sống. Thật sự rằng là các bạn trẻ có thể làm được điều gì? Yeah. Ờ, Ngoài những việc hàng ngày chúng ta thường làm là học và chơi, lướt phones, anything else. Yeah. Tuy nhiên thì và một cái điều mà bạn ấy chia sẻ làm Lương rất là cảm thấy chạm, đó chính là mình cứ bước từ những cái bước nhỏ nhất, rồi thì chúng ta sẽ đạt được những cái thành tựu lớn thôi. Vậy nên là không quan trọng là cái chuyện đó có khó đến đâu, không quan trọng là cái chuyện đó lớn như thế nào, quan trọng là chúng ta dám bắt đầu, và bắt đầu bằng những bước chân nhỏ bé nhất. Rồi dần dần chúng ta sẽ thành công, không chỉ là trong công việc là làm công tác thiện nguyện, thực hiện các dự án, mà trong bất kỳ một vấn đề nào, công việc nào trong cuộc sống mà các bạn gặp phải. Đừng lo rằng nó khó, hãy chỉ cần step by step, bước từng bước nhỏ nhất mà thôi. Chúng ta có Lương Lê bắt đầu gây quỹ xây trường từ năm 16 tuổi, và ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta lại tiếp tục có hai cô gái trẻ nữa, rất là trẻ, cũng bắt đầu từ những năm các bạn đấy 16, 17 tuổi. Vậy nên là các bạn trẻ ơi, đừng ngại ngần gì, đồng hành cùng với chúng mình để có thể cùng nhau kiến tạo nên những điều thú vị lớn lao dành cho cuộc sống này. Chúng mình đừng nghĩ rằng chúng ta nhỏ nhỏ nhưng mà chúng ta có võ nha. Chúng ta hoàn toàn có thể thay đổi thế giới bằng những bước, những hành động rất là nhỏ bé, hoặc chỉ đơn giản là bằng một cái sự suy nghĩ đơn giản mà thôi. Yeah, đó là những lời mà thật sự con muốn nói với các bạn đấy khi mà kết thúc buổi interview, nhưng mà con chưa kịp nói. Yeah, cảm ơn hai bạn rất là nhiều. Yeah.
Well, we will make sure you have a video. We will share the video with them, Con. I really appreciate your sharing. Yeah, I should have asked you what any question or anything that you want to ask them.
Yeah. Thank you thầy. Chắc chắn là
Okay,
Lương sẽ phải làm video thôi. Còn bây
good
giờ thì chúng
job.
ta sẽ đến với các nội dung update trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay.
All right, let's talk about construction update. What's going on in the construction world of BuildASchool Foundation?
Yes. Như thầy Jimmy có interview qua thì ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau có 3 dự án được update. Và dự án đầu tiên đó chính là Vietnam tại Gia Lai với dự án số 200. Dự án này thì đã hoàn thành rồi mọi người ạ. Một tin cực kỳ vui. Yeah. Và mọi người có thể thấy một vài hình ảnh ở đây. Đây cũng là một dự án xây nhà vệ sinh cho các em nhỏ. Và hãy cùng xem qua một video ngắn. Chúng ta cùng nhìn tổng quan dự án mà chúng ta đã thực hiện nhé.
Rất là đẹp luôn.
Yeah, một nhà vệ sinh rất là hiện đại. sạch, đẹp.
Và sạch.
Yeah. Thầy Jimmy có chia sẻ gì với dự án tại Gia Lai này không ạ thầy?
Cái dự án này nó có một cái ý nghĩa rất là hay, tại vì dự án này nó có một bạn cũng là Gen Z. Bạn Gen Z thầy sẽ không có nói là bạn trai hay là bạn gái, vì cái bạn này nói là bạn không có muốn cho mọi người biết mình là ai, và cái đó rất là đặc biệt cho một bạn Gen Z. Và bạn này donate một cái khoản tiền không phải là nhỏ. À, con số chính xác đó là 10.000 đô la. 10.000 đô la. Khi thầy nhận được cái check của các bạn Gen Z này thì cũng khá là ngạc nhiên, tại vì khi mà bạn gặp thầy nói chuyện để mà muốn giúp cho BuildASchool Foundation thì thầy nghĩ chắc là bạn cũng có trong khả năng 1-2 ngàn là cũng khá là giỏi rồi. Nhưng mà khi mà bạn đưa cho thầy một cái check và thầy thấy 10.000 đô la không những làm cho cái dự án này mà mình còn giúp làm cho cái dự án 201 ở ngoài những cái khu nhi viện ngoài Huế, với chùa Đức Sơn nữa. Đó là cái mà thầy rất là chạm. Và cái đặc biệt hơn nữa là khi hỏi là bạn muốn để tên như thế nào này nọ, thì bạn hoàn toàn nói bạn không muốn một cái tên gì hết trơn, không muốn một cái gì khác hết, ngoài một cái câu từ trong Kinh Thánh. Cho nên đây là cái mà thầy cảm thấy là à, cái việc làm của mình nhiều khi nó cũng tạo ra cái duyên để cho mình gặp được những cái khuôn mặt mà mình thấy mỗi ngày mình không có thể ngờ được một người đó có một cái lòng à, nhân ái rộng lớn, và một cái tinh thần cho đi một cách không có màng những cái recognition như vậy. Thì đó là cái điều mà thầy cảm thấy rất là vinh dự khi mà coi được cái tấm bản vừa rồi, và có một cái câu nói từ cái kinh thánh, thay vì thấy một cái tên của cái người nào đó. Yeah, thank you con.
Cảm ơn thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều với phần sharing tình yêu của Chúa Giêsu Kitô.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cái bạn này, that's all he want to, that's all this person want to have it up there instead of any names or any thing like that. A very, very special for somebody super young and have that mindset of giving without any recognition at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Chúng ta hãy cùng
Okay.
nhau đến với dự án tiếp theo. Đó chính là dự án, cũng tiếp tục là một dự án xây nhà vệ sinh tại Vĩnh Long.
Đây
Với
là
con
cái dự
số
án mà mấy cái bạn mình vừa mới phỏng vấn, và các bạn đó là các bạn đã gây quỹ để cho cái tiền nó chạy vào trong cái dự án này. Yeah.
yeah. Dự án 195 thì là một dự án được xây dựng với sự hỗ trợ đồng hành bởi thầy à,
Đại Đức Thích
Thích
Minh
Minh
Trí.
Trí tại
Yeah.
chùa Long Bửu. Yeah. Thầy đã cùng với BuildASchool Foundation xây rất rất là nhiều dự án xây nhà vệ sinh cho các em học sinh rồi. Và đây tiếp tục là một dự án nữa. Và dự án này thì đang được tiến hành xây dựng. Sau khi hoàn thành thì sẽ được tiến hành khánh thành cùng với dự án số 194 đã xây dựng hoàn thiện xong. Yeah. Đó. Một dự án rất là xinh đẹp với sự donation, sự tài trợ của hai bạn nhỏ cùng với team tại trường cấp 3 của bạn đấy. Uh-huh. Dự án tiếp theo, chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến với Thailand. Dự án số 192. Yeah, hãy cùng nhau xem một vài hình ảnh của dự án này nha. Dự án này thầy Jimmy có điều gì muốn chia sẻ thêm với quý khán thính giả không ạ thầy?
Cái dự án the Thailand project is very daunting because we probably know a lot of commotion going on with wars in the Middle East and the wars in the border between Thailand and Cambodia. So this is another border refugee camp for Shan people between Myanmar and Thailand. So this is exactly what crazy things that going on around the world. But we cannot change that. We cannot change all the crazy things go around the world. But what we can change is how can we help the victims from all of this crisis, right? So for all the conflict going on, we cannot do, but at least for specifically the refugee from Myanmar tried to move to Thailand and they got stuck at the border, especially all the young ladies that we try to help here. We tried to build a dormitory here, and you can see that's a 2-level dormitory. Girl, young lady, all of these ladies you see in the picture, a lot of them get involved working too. They at a certain age that they need a lot of privacy, and for them to live in the hut and the tent or something with others, it's not very convenient or comfortable environment for young lady. So that's why we really working hard, and I cannot wait to go visit this center and have the 2 days interact with all of these young ladies in our mission that we're heading back to Vietnam toward the end of April. Yeah, so if you from Thailand or if you care about the Shan refugee in Thailand, this is a project that you can partner with us because we will build more for them beside just this dormitory school. We probably will try to help them with a lot more. And that's our commitment to working with this project in Thailand. Back to you, Con. Thank you, Con. Con đã unmute.
Thank you, Tệ Jimmy. Yeah, và thông qua 3 dự án thì chúng ta đã wrap up lại phần update các dự án trong buổi livestream trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay. Yeah. Nhưng mà trước khi mà chúng ta wrap up thật sự buổi livestream thì thầy Jimmy thầy có muốn sharing something with others không ạ?
All right, so let's mention because right now it's early March, right? Today, March 7th, and you can see that only a month and a half away from we heading back to Vietnam for our mission. And we have 10 days in Vietnam, and then we have 4 days in Cambodia, and then we have about 5 days in Thailand. The key that I want to mention about Vietnam this time is we have a lot of day of mindfulness when we go to all the centers that we have built in the Highland Vietnam, Dak Nong, Gia Lai, and Kon Tum. Those are the places that we will go visit. Also, we will head down to the Mekong Delta, 195, 194, 188, 199. A lot of project with Edit Technology, and we have another day of mindfulness, full day that you can practice meditation, you can practice be mindful, and you practice vegetarian meals and things like that with us too. And there's a lot of sharing because I brought in quite a few CEO, quite a few folks that can share with young high school or middle school students how to figure out what you want to do, or career guidance, career counseling sort of, because we have a lot of experience in that field, and we were brought in a lot of CEO to help you with that. And that's the thing that we really excited to do, the same thing in Hue as well. So after we do with that, with the temple, we do that with Long Bu, with the chùa Long Bu, and then we do exactly very similar with the orphanage in Hue with chùa Đức Shan. So those are the activities that we looking forward to do on this mission trip. Cambodia and Thailand, we will give you more update. And last week was a very special day for our channel, BuildASchool Foundation. We just want to thank all of you for your support. Last week was a 2-year anniversary, but we have the live interview with Philippines. We couldn't do it. Today we have live interview with Idaho Falls, so we couldn't celebrate. But next week, where we have here and Lei coming back to, we definitely will celebrate 2-year and 2 weeks anniversary of our BuildASchool Foundation channel. We just want to say thank you so much for all of your support. We might not have thousands of viewers, although you can help us get to 1,000 of viewers, 1,000 of subscribers. Or the key we want more is that we want to make a difference. You watch our video just not for entertainment. You watch our video so you can get inspired, so you can go out there and change the world. Just like the 2 young ladies that we interviewed from Idaho. They might not never have a chance to go to Vietnam. They might not know exactly where is Vietnam, but they still spending time helping us. Or young folks like Hiền Lê, Lương Lê, they spend so much of time and effort working together with us. See, these are the things that we always welcome you if you want to say, hey, I'm Gen Z, but I can do charity. So those are the sincere words that we want to reach out to all of you. You can make a difference. Doesn't matter how big or small the key, you make a difference. And one little thing today, one little thing tomorrow, one little thing the day after, it will build up. And look at Lương Lê after 4 years. Right now, she's like the force to be reckoned with. So with that, I would like to pass over to Lương, and she have anything else to share? Otherwise, we can wrap up our live stream for today. Con.
Yeah, thank you thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều. Wow, vậy là kênh YouTube của chúng ta đã được hơn 2 năm rồi. Yeah, một hành trình có vẻ cũng khá là dài. Yeah, và thật sự là ngày hôm nay kỷ niệm 2 năm một tuần, cảm thấy rất là hào hứng và cảm giác thật là có chút gì đó thành tựu. Thật sự thì buổi livestream ngày hôm nay có một điều rất là đặc biệt, đó chính là thầy Jimmy đã nhắc tới cụm từ là young lady rất là nhiều. Và thông điệp tránh, có lẽ là nội dung buổi livestream ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau chia sẻ, đó chính là chúng ta là những bạn trẻ và chúng ta có thể tạo nên những điều khác biệt. Không chỉ là những điều khác biệt cho cộng đồng đâu ạ. Bản thân mình cũng là một người thực hiện các dự án cùng với thầy Jimmy cũng được 4 năm nay. Và mình luôn luôn, tất nhiên là khi mà mình làm dự án mình sẽ cần phải dành thời gian, mình dành công sức, và đôi khi là cả tiền bạc ra nữa. Cơ mà mình luôn luôn cảm thấy thật sự vô cùng biết ơn. Và mình cảm nhận được rằng là hành trình của mình nhận được hơn rất là nhiều so với những điều mà mình đã cho đi. Vậy nên là các bạn muốn biết rằng cảm nhận của mình như thế nào và mình đã học được điều gì cụ thể ra làm sao, thì hãy thử đồng hành cùng với chúng mình nhé, trong hành trình cùng nhau thực hiện các dự án gây quỹ xây trường và kiến tạo thật là nhiều điều tuyệt vời cho cộng đồng cũng như là cho chính bản thân mình. Yeah. Và có lẽ là chúng ta có thể wrap up buổi livestream buổi tối ngày hôm nay được rồi đấy ạ.
Yep. And we will make sure we fire our fighting song one more time before we say goodbye to all of you. Let me make sure the song is ready and we can share it. And that will be our wrap.
We give a hand up, a brand new start, with passion and compassion in our heart. One brick, one smile, one school time, build a school, a legacy.
One brick, one smile, one school at
a time, build a school, live a legacy. Yeah.
All right, thank you everybody. On behalf of BuildASchool Foundation YouTube channel, media team, I'm Jimmy Thai from San Diego and Lương Lê from Hanoi, Vietnam. We just say goodbye to all of you. And next week, who will be our guest? Next week, we will have a spiritual leader to be our guest. And that the person that will help us lead into a lot of this day of mindfulness for the month of May when we return to Vietnam. You definitely don't want to miss it. If you live in Vĩnh Long, specifically Càng Long, and you are middle school, high school, and you want to register for this event, because we limit to only 100 people for this day of mindfulness. Everything will be the whole Sunday that you will learn a lot about how to be mindful, how to find your inner peace, and how to find your purpose in life. This will be the day wonderful, and we will do that at Long Bửu Pagoda, chùa Long Bửu ở Càng Long, Vĩnh Long, Vĩnh Long, Vietnam. So with that, we say goodbye to you, and we will see you next